answer your phone. Just a friend, okay. How would you like it if I do the things you do? What you won't do, not disturb and entertain it too. How would you like it if I do the things you do? What you won't do, not disturb and
hey girl, bring it back, 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 back,
how would you like it? How would you like it? How would you like it?
hey girl, bring it back.
You know, it's Angel the Queen back at it again with another freaking video. So, today is gonna be a story time, but we're gonna change that from story time to story vibe. Okay, so it's gonna be about my god brother. Okay, so yeah, March 15th, 2020. I lost him to a motorcycle accident. Yeah. So, this is the story how I lost him. I lost him Sunday at, he died at 12:51 a.m. and I did not get the news till like 8 o'clock that night, and it was just hard. It was Sunday, and I had lost his baby mama the night before. I didn't get to talk to him. I didn't get to call or nothing like that because I was so worried about his own daughter, because I raised his daughter, so that's the only thing I was worried about, making sure she was okay and she was good and stuff like that. And then around 8 o'clock that night, around 8:30, my mom calls and she says, Nate has been in a really bad accident, and we don't know if he's okay. So that's when my mind starts going crazy. I start thinking the absolute best thing I could think of, like, he's okay. And I'm like, Mama, stop playing, like, he's okay. So she's like, no, your brother's calling me, hold on. So I hang up with my mom. Maybe 5 minutes go by, and she calls me back and she says he's gone. She killed him. So, like, I'm in the car with my boyfriend bawling, crying, because I'm in disbelief that he's gone. So, yeah, it was just, like, scary. She was like, he was going down the highway. He was going down the highway that way. Like, if you guys, like, you know how you go down straight and, like, there's a turn on the other side, there's like a turn signal for, like, somebody to turn left to go into, like, a neighborhood or something. Yeah, so the highway didn't have a light, so it just was like a head on. He was going apparently 130, 120 down the highway, and she was making a left turn and she hit him head on. She broke his entire top face. Like, all of this over here is gone. The only way you could, like, really know who he is by his chin. If you didn't know who he was, you would never know that it was his, like, that was him. It was just so crazy that this white woman, this drunk white woman, hit him because she wasn't paying attention. And it was just so crazy that she just wasn't paying attention. And, like, some days I just want to regret that it happened. Some days I have to cope with it. And it's so crazy that I had to lose him like that. What else am I forgetting? So I lose him that Sunday. It's Monday. It's the next day. My brother works in where I'm from. I'm from North Carolina. So my brother works in North Carolina, like the city that I live in, Durham. So he works here in Durham, and he comes home to my mom, and he comes home to me, and we're like talking and stuff, and his friends come around. They're like bringing up memories and stuff like that of like the things that they did and stuff. And hold on, y'all, I'm trying to make sure my boyfriend don't come outside. And it's just like really crazy. Like they had brought up all these old memories and stuff like that. And like a week goes by, and now it's time for the funeral and the funeral stuff, like the funeral arrangements and stuff like that. So I hate this part. I hate telling this part. It's very, very emotional. I was scrolling through Facebook, and his cousin, we're gonna call him CL. CL happened to be saying that he's finna go view his body, and I instantly start calling him, and like calling and calling, didn't get nowhere. Okay. So my last call, I got somewhere. He was like, I'm finna go see him and stuff like that. Just let me know when you coming. I said, send me the address and stuff like that to get to the funeral home and stuff like that. And like I get to the funeral home, and my brother's friends are standing there, and CL is standing there. CL is talking to my other brother's friend, and they look at me. They say, "Are you ready?" I say, "Yeah, but no." At the same time, because I'm like, I don't know who this man is. I don't know what I'm preparing myself for, mentally and physically. So the way the funeral home is set up, there's a door, then there's a lobby, it's the office, and then there's the like a desk where you can look at stuff and like a book, and then it's like the room where you go view the body. So 2 people were coming out as like I was going in, and it was just like I turned the corner, and like all I saw was his head. All I saw was this part of his head, and I just melted. And like I walked around crying, like looking at him, and I'm like, you're not even who you are. Like I had to deeply look at him and look at his hair to tell that it was him. Like it was just so mind blowing that he is not here. He's in this casket. It was just a lot going on and stuff like that. And like I'm just still mind blown about it. Yeah. So CL and my other brother's friend, they end up carrying me out because I am just so hysterical. They carry me outside to my other brother and his girlfriend to just be held. My CL runs to go get my boyfriend out the car so I can go to my boyfriend, and he's like, come get her. And he was like, take care of her and stuff like that. And then I go home to my mom and tell her what he looks like. She's like, she didn't even go. She didn't even want to see him. She couldn't handle it. It was just crazy. And then the funeral, the day of the funeral, I had got up early for some reason. I was up like tossing and turning all night long, just thinking about it, just thinking about the outcome of what's gonna happen. And I wake up early that morning. Me and my boyfriend get dressed. My boyfriend didn't want to go, but he got dressed like he wanted to go. He didn't want to go. So I had to go pick up my cousin. I went and picked up my cousin and went to the church because you had to get there early because of COVID. Stupid ass Corona. Only 100 people could be there in the immediate family. So it was just like, fuck you, Corona. But yeah. And like, I had got there early because it was turned down. Like, only 100 people could be in. Okay. So I get there early, and me and my cousin, like, I'm putting on my shoes to go inside and stuff. And like, maybe 5 minutes go by. My niece and my godbrother's girlfriend ends up coming, getting out the car, walking inside the church. I get out. My cousin gets out. We go sit inside the church. And like, me and my niece, we went up to the casket and we looked at him together. And we just like brought up all like the memories that he had, like that we had as like a trio and stuff. And it was just like, dang, like, we can't do nothing now. Like, we can't play with your hair. We can't like ask you to go to the park anymore and stuff like that. We can't like make ourselves be known in the car and stuff. And it was just like, dang. And then my brother comes, he sees me, he hugs me, he gives me kisses. He's like, you okay? Do you want me to stay? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I got Crystal, and I got CL's daughter and his son with me. So it was just like, okay. So my brother ends up leaving the service after like the last viewing, and it was just weird when you see your family member that you just like looked at, this casket is like closing on you. And I'm just sitting there like, wow, it's gone. He's gone. And just weird. And the service goes on and stuff like that. And I think I have a video of the men carrying him out to the car and stuff. And I'm gonna insert that like right here. But yeah, my 2020 was like a really rough start and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the end of this story time. But yeah, make sure you guys make sure you guys comment some more story times for me to tell. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on those notification button. Turn on that post notification button so you can get a ring-a-ding-ding every time I post. Okay? Thank you. Peace.
How would you like it? How would you